Hey guys, Blaumagier here, and we're back with another episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest III. On the last episode, we managed to get the Rain Staff, but we found out that before we can create the Rainbow Drop, we need to obtain the Sacred Talisman, which Rubus has, and we need the Fairy Flute to rescue Rubus. So now we are heading towards Mercado, which is, according to our Dragon Quest I knowledge, the last city available in Alfgard. So they must know where this fairy flute is. Alright, we got a new enemy, the Voodoo Wiz. These guys are just as bad as Voodoo Men, except they got a couple of other tricks up their sleeves as well. You definitely want to take them out quickly and at the same time. Now, about the fairy flute, I actually possess the abilities to, without a hint, have been able to find it, and also knowledge of Dragon Quest I is very helpful in locating the fairy flute. But, you know, I wanted to make it to the guy that tells you exactly where it is. Just because I've already done plenty of sequence breaking. I don't really need to keep sequence breaking. This actually brought me out to the desert. I thought it was gonna bring me right near where Mercado is. Or Melkidu, or whatever they're calling it in this version. Well, here's that destroyed town from Dragon Quest I. Although apparently it's not very destroyed here. Welcome to the desert town of Domdora. Unless the Master Archfiend Zoma is defeated, Day shall never visit this land again. Item shop. Nothing I need here. Although one thing to note is that there is a Brave book in that guy's inventory. I'm trying to pick a name for my coming child. What about Samson? No, that's not a great name. It just keeps getting colder out here without the sun. I'm on a trip in search of orichalcum. I heard that I could find some here in this town. Let's see what we got in the weapons shop here. Dragon Killer we don't need. Frost Blade we don't need. Magic Robe we don't need. Dragon Mail we don't need. Heal Shields. Well, could probably use one of those, but I'm gonna hold off for the time being. And we don't need any tight bikinis. Although, an interesting thing to note is that if you equip a tight bikini or any of the other swimsuits, it will change the female character's sprite to one with a swimsuit. I'm going to have a baby. My husband has been spending all of his time trying to think of a name. And I just stole your baby's pacifier. Take that. Mwahaha. My name is Lena. I was once a popular dancer in Ashlam. I ran away because those disgusting guests kept touching me. I wonder if the troop's okay. If you meet the leader, say hello to him for me. Oh, another set of bunny ears. Next door lives an odd old man who sneezes an awful lot. Another small metal. Joke book. Sneezes. Achoo! Achoo! Bless you! Who's been spreading rumors about me? Achoo! There's another world above us where the light orb exists. Would it be possible to bring the light orb down here? Actually, it exists in my inventory. If you go out of town, go south, cross a bridge, and go east. You'll be at the town of Mercado. The town should be surrounded by a castle wall, so you can't miss it. I saw something shiny in that brush over there where the horses are. You should go check it out. Maybe after I check out this well. No, it's almost dried up. It won't last long if it does. But we might even be invaded and destroyed before there's even time for that to occur. Well, if that isn't foreshadowing. Oh, there's a chest down here somewhere. Alright, small metal. Sure, I'm finding a bunch of them all of a sudden. I guess if I was a little more diligent, I could have shown the location of all the small metals, but I just hate having to locate stuff like that. Garen the Bard? Maybe he's in the town of Mercado, to the east of here. Ah, yes, the flute is buried 10 paces south of Call's bathroom. Ah. Well, that is what we need. Nay. Nay. Brr. Alright, we already know there's something here, so... Alright, the orichalcum. Well, I guess we're done here, so... I think before we head back to Call to get the fairy flute, we'll go over to Mercado. Although I probably ought to cure first. I guess I've kind of spoiled that this is a that this story takes place before Dragon Quest 1. But if you pay attention to the hints, it should have been obvious. I mean, if you remember what some of the townsfolk said in Dragon Quest 1, and if you paid attention to what's going on here, I mean, you could tell right off the bat that this was a prequel. And of course, knowing that it's a prequel, it's pretty obvious what's going to happen in the end, but I'll try not to just flat out spoil that. Sarah reached level 28. Learn Chaos and Defeat. Stone Man! We haven't seen these guys since Baramos' castle. An easy enemy surrounded by fairly hard enemies. Wyverns aren't too bad to fight either. I have to say, out of this entire game, Alefgard is definitely my favorite part of the game. I mean, I may be a little bit biased since out of the first 3 games, Dragon Quest 1 is my favorite, but... Made me kind of mad how in Dragon Quest 2 Alefgard was reduced to like nothing. I hope if Dragon Quest 2 ever gets remade again that they don't shrink Alefgard, you know, bring it back to its full glory if they ever remake it again. I'd actually really like to see a remake in either Dragon Quest 8 or Dragon Quest 9 style for Dragon Quest 1 and 2, and Dragon Quest 3 for that matter. I mean, there's definitely a lot of things they could do to make Dragon Quest 1 and 2 more interesting, without just completely ruining what it originally was. And Aerie reaches level 30. Katie reaches level 28. And learn Defeat. Now, you may notice that my sages aren't learning the same spells at the same levels. This is because spell learning is semi-random. I mean, yeah, there is a minimum level that you can learn a spell in, and you know, there's like a range that you will learn that spell in, but it's not the same every time. Anyways, here we are in Mercado. Welcome to the town of Mercado. Though we are strong, we'd never withstand an attack by the Archfiend. Nothing in there. Mumbles, come on in. A Rockstar ring. Me? My name is Garen. I'm a wandering bard. An instrument? I'm really good with a harp, but I left mine back home. The tone of the shiny harp can be a bit dangerous, though. By which he means using it will get you into a battle. I was born into such a dark world. I hate this life. I'll die regardless. There's no point in working hard. Alright, Pachisi ticket. And another party dress. So I can sell that for some more money. You look tough. I bet you could kill the Archfiend. Never mind. No one will ever be able to defeat him. Or will they? I'm working on creating a monster by means of magic. It's going to be enormous. That way it can protect this town. I'm going to name it Golem. A fitting name indeed. Yeah, I hate to tell you, but that thing isn't going to work out too well for you. Got a Defy book. A hero guide. I believe that will make your personality valiant. Alright, now that we have raided this town, it's time to move further down. Ouch. That's smarts. You must head to the Shrine of Honor. There you'll find the Sunstone, Rain Staff, and Holy Crest. These will get you to the island that Zoma's castle resides on. Well, that's not actually where you find those items, it's where you combine them. So I guess that must have been somewhat of an error in the translation there. Dude's sleeping. If you want to go to Zoma's castle, you should go and visit the old man in the shrine. People have stopped working due to despair and their fear of the Archfiend. And here we have a monster casino. Anyways, I'm going to end this episode here, so if you like my video, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, tell your friends about it. I'll see you next time.